बोलो नारायण नारायण जय गोविंद रे नारायण नारायण जय गोपाल रे नारायण नारायण जय गोविंद रे ओ नारायण 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 जय गोविंद रे नारायण नारायण जय गोपाल नारायण नारायण जय गोपाल रे अकन्दमन्दाकारं व्याप्तयेन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः स्थावरं जङ्गमं ज्ञातं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः शाश्वताशतो व्योमतीतो निरञ्जनः बिन्दुनादकलातीतः तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः ज्ञानशक्तिसमारोधः सर्वमाया विभूषितः मुक्तिमुक्तिप्रदाता च तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः अनेकजन्म सम्प्राप्ता कर्मबन्धविनाशिने आत्मज्ञानप्रदानेन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः शोषसम्भावसिन्धुश्च व्यापनं सारसम्पदः गुरुपादोदकं सम्यक् तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः न गुरुराधिकं तत्त्वं न गुरुराधिकं तपः तत्त्वज्ञानपरं नास्ति तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः मनसा श्रीजगन्नाथ मा गुरु श्रीजगद्गुरु माता सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः गुरुराविररावेश गुरुपारमदेवतं गुरुपारान्तरं नास्ति तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्याद्रविणं त्वमेव विद्याद्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्
रूपवाहता लोचने रूपवाहता लोचने साले वो साजने
Lo
लोचनी सुख दाने वो सहजनी सुख दाने वो सहजनी आगरो सर्व सुखांचे आगरो पापार ब्रह्माई देवी वरो पापार ब्रह्माई देवी वरो पापार ब्रह्माई देवी वरो रूप पाहता रोशनी लोचनी सुख सारे वो साजनी सुख सारे वो साजनी रूप पाहता लोचनी रूप पाहता लोचनी सुख सारे वो साजनी पाहता लोचनी रूप पाहता लोचनी सुख सारे वो साजनी सुख सारे वो साजनी सुख सारे वो साजनी सुख सारे वो साजनी रूप पाहता Good day, everyone. It's lovely to be here with you all. The bhajan that we just sang, actually it's an abhang which was written by Sandhyaneshwar, which he said how he see Bhagwan, what, in which mood he is when he sees the swarup of Bhagwan. What is the mood? Sukha dali ho sajani, which means blissful, ecstatic. Darshan is about that. The word darshan itself means sight, to see. Does we really see? No, actually we don't see. There's a beautiful phrase in the Bible, that says, if you have eyes to see what you see. You have heard that, no? It's beautiful. Because we have this beautiful pair of eyes, but yet we choose to see everything else. But the beauty of Bhagwan, that we don't see. We have all the senses, the ears, the tongue. Like Kabir Dev Ji said, what the use of this tongue if we can't glorify the name of Ram? What the use of these ears if we can't hear the glory of Bhagwan himself? We listen many things, but we don't hear. We have eyes to see, but yet we look, but we don't see. Because, you see, to see beyond our own perception, that is sadhana. That is the willingness to transform ourselves, not with a magic wand, because that's what we want, Click of finger, everything change for our own benefit. But we don't want to change anything. We just want to live the same miserable life which we live and which we are living, And we want plus on that to be happy. Is that possible? It's not possible. If changes doesn't happen, happiness will not come. You're longing for happiness, but you don't want to change your mindset. You're longing for happiness, true happiness, because happiness also have different degree of happiness. No? We have happiness, we have short-term happiness, which we all know about. And we have short-term misery, which we are expert about. But when the misery comes, the problem is there, we like to amplify it. We don't want to change. We want the world to change for us to be happy. We want our neighbor to change for us to be happy. We want everybody else to change for us to be happy. It will be wonderful, isn't it? But the same foolishness that you are thinking, they're also thinking the same. You see, we see the world in a chaotic state nowadays, no? Then we look at the past, we say, before it was wonderful. Yes or no? It was never wonderful. The same problem you had now, it was also the same problem at that time. Don't be in delusion, but before it was nicer. That, very often I have heard elders say, oh, in before time, we were much happier. No, you had problem the same. The time of Ram, do you think Ram have to go for war if it was wonderful time? Bhagavan Krishna have to go in Mahabharata because it was wonderful? And how many times, they had to go for war? Because it was nice time that time? It was the same. It didn't change. Because this is the mindset of human being, Those few who have changed their mindset, those few who have changed their attitude towards life and look beyond that, they have attained more than that. That's what Bhagavan said in the Gita, it's very out of millions, let's put it out of billions, because at that time of Bhagavan Krishna, it was million. Now it's billion. So out of billion, only few will know me. And out of few who knows me, only few will come to that realization to know me for real. And out, only one will get to know me for who I am. You see, we look at the world, like I said, it's a chaotic state. Why do you think? Tell me one aspect why this world is like this. Or nowadays we are more perceive it with all the media, all these things. Why do you think it's that? We can see the same pattern all the way. Just one. I don't want the whole list. Tell me one things why the world was always is and will always be. Just one, please. Swamiji. You lie to yourself and you lie to others. The whole world is like this. Government is doing it from the top. Before was the king. Everybody is lying to each another. First, above all, you're lying to yourself. You based your life upon lies, and then you expect reality to awake. It's not happening, and it will not happen until you change your attitude. Things will not change. If you don't change your mindset towards yourself, will I have to be here? No. You see, I'm grateful, but you gave me that opportunity to be here also. Because if you would not be here, I would not be here. I would not sit here for hours in front of a camera for the sake of the camera. No. Because you gave me that opportunity to be here. You know, I'm grateful about that. That is service. You know? But how many times are we grateful about life? Look at our life. You know, how many times in your life you say, you invest your time in saying, I can't. I can't do this. I can't do that. Many times, no? In a day. No, I don't want to do this. I can't do that. It's too much. If you see, you invest your time in lowering your own capacity. If you will invest your time in place of saying, I can't, I can't, I can't, you just do it. Do you have back problem? Swamiji, I have back problem. 5 years, can't walk properly. Yes or no? Many. If during that 5 years, 15 minutes you will do yoga, you know you will be doing Surya Namaskar by now. You see, you invest your time, you don't value what you have. You value what you have only when you're losing it. Then what the use of valuing? We can sit and cry on something, or we can be an inspiration. You know, we get inspired by the saints, we get inspired by the Holy Scriptures itself, but we have to change. You know, Scriptures will not change you. You may be knowledgeable, you may be very wise, doesn't mean that love for Bhagwan will awake inside. Because you see, you can be very wise, talk about the scriptures at length, but that love will awake only in the simple way and easy way. You see, in a court of a king, the king have a lot of ministers around. Yes or no? No? They are very wise and very knowledgeable. And the king pay great respect to them. No? They also pay great respect to the king. But in the same court, there is those simple servant, which with full dedication, you know, they are serving the king. They love the king. They love the king with so much love, even more than their own family. For them, they can even give their life for the king. But deep inside, you see, outside the king have to give respect to the ministers. But deep inside, he knows. But if by any misfortune, something happened to his kingdom, he knows very well that this hypocrite will be the first one to go away. They will be the first one to run away. Because there's nothing what they can gain from that. No? They will run away. But those simple ones, they may not be near the king. They will be the one which by any means they will stay with the king. No, Bhagwan is the same. It's not as how much knowledge you have of scriptures. If you don't have that love, Bhagwan don't reveal. You will see in the life of all the saints, they may not be very knowledgeable, but in the simplicity of their heart, naturally, Bhagwan reveal himself to them. Why? Because that love have awakened, no? That longing have awakened, that transformation have happened. Otherwise, we can't be happy. But that willingness to be happy must be there from your side, sincerely. And for that to happen, if you want to be successful, whether it is in the material field of life or in the spiritual field of life, your attitude is very important. How you perceive things. Now, in spirituality, first thing that you go on, start to see things in a positive way. We like to glorify our negativity. No? We like to look at things without really knowing the truth. We like to judge it. Without even know the deepest root, whether it is real or not, judgment comes first. Are we positive about that? No. We become negative. So then you expect positiveness to come into your life. No, the moment you become negative, you will attract negativity into your life. And that's what you have to change. How you perceive your life. Is it negative or positive? Krishna said, in every good there's equally bad, in every bad there's equally good. Simple reason, if I like mango, not everybody like mango. I may like it, Swamiji may not like it. He may like something else, no? Which I don't like. So how? What is good for me can't be good for him. So like that, like he said, in every good there is equally bad, in every bad there's equally good. But how you perceive it, that attitude of how you look at things, that matter a lot into your life. It's not a click of finger, but how we want to see it. There's a beautiful story I was telling to Swami Pantapa earlier. One day, God decided that he will end the world. So happily, he said, how will I know how to announce it to the world? So he called 3 people. He called the presidents of the country, the home secretary of the country, and he called a very big businessman. So all 3 appeared in front of God, and God said, I have something to tell you. I have decided that Pralay will happen now, and that will be tomorrow. And you should go back and announce that to the world. Okay, they came back on the earth. So the president straight away went on national TV. My dear population, whatever, people, I have 2 news to tell you. One good news and one bad news. The good news is God exists. I personally met him. I have seen him and we spoke. And the bad news is he's ending the world tomorrow. Boom, finish. No happiness among these people. So straight away it become blank, dark screen. No other message was given. Second, the Home Secretary went. He also announced, but I have two news to tell you. One bad news and one good news. So the bad news is that God exists. I have seen him. Why bad news? Because of all the rubbish that they do behind. He have to answer. No? He will have to give the account up what he have done. So it's bad news. And the good news is that, what was that, Prandapa? So all the problem that we were trying to solve is going to end tomorrow. So the businessman come, he also announced, we have two good news. So the first good news is, out of 8 billion people, God have chosen 3 people, and I was one of them. You see that attitude? This is positive attitude. And the second good news is, all the problem that I wanted to solve from the business point of view, tomorrow it's getting solved completely forever. So you see, the attitude matter. So if you change your attitude, you will be happy. And when you are happy, you can make everybody else happy. But if you yourself are miserable, and you go to temple, you go to do say misery, do you think Bhagwan will reveal himself? He will get scared. Imagine, somebody come in front of you with a grumpy face and tell you, would you believe that person? How could you believe? You can see the reflection, on the face of the person. That's why Sandhyaneshwar said, Rupa Pahata Lochani. I feel ecstatic when I see you. That ecstatic mood when I'm seeing you reflect upon my face, that joy and that happiness itself, of life itself. I'm alive, I'm not dead. No? There is a joy that I'm seeing you, Bhagavan. No? So that is the attitude that you have to see life. But you are alive. You are not dead. Don't die before your time. It will come when it will come when it's time to come. You don't need to welcome it in your life. You don't need to long for it. I know some of you long for that. But you don't need to. It will come. Bhagavan said, not a single moment or not a single second before or after. It will come when the right time comes. So change that mindset. Realize that each moment of your life is a gift. Each moment of your life, that gift which has been given to you, it is now that you have to enjoy it. You can't enjoy it in the past or for the future. Forget about that. It's only now. Yesterday in the satsang I was saying, it is only by now that you can meet Bhagwan. Because Bhagwan lives in the present moment. Do you think God will sit there and worried about the past? Oh, I should have done that properly. No, he don't make mistake. Why should he live in the past? No? So change that attitude. When you're hearing the bhajan, remind you the grace that God have given you, the grace of life. And be happy about that. Even if you die tomorrow, it's fine. But now you're alive. Don't die now. Reflects that joy of living. What will be tomorrow will be tomorrow. What will be in 15 minutes will be in 15 minutes. But now you are alive. Jai Gurudev. Please, you're alive, clap your hand. No, not now, not now, when I'm singing bhajan. No, I don't want you to clap the hand for me. I don't care about that. You clap when you have changed your life. Then I will clap. You don't need to clap. That will give me immense joy. You know, hearing me, I know you will forget about it. That's why listening of satsang is very important. You know, not just listen one time. Say, yes, I know about that. No, keep listening until you don't soak like a rasgulla. You know, you don't. When press you, only the satsang can come out of you. Keep listening until you don't change and transform your life into that blissful and happiness. Keep listening to satsang. You know? That is the only thing that will transform you. Then we will clap together. Right now, I'm not clapping. You clap, but doesn't mean anything. But clap only when you hear the bhajan. Not clap, but how do you say? Clapping, no? Clapping. Yeah. The bhajan, what I was saying is, it's composed by Kabir Devji, which remind us, last year when I was here, I was singing, remind us not to be arrogant for our wealth. Don't be running behind the beauty of the body, because it is just as fragile as a clay pot on a potter's wheel. It is as fragile as that, but any moment, everything can change. मत कर माया को अहंकार, मत कर काया को घमंड, काया गार से काचे, गार से काचे। मत कर माया को अहंकार, मत कर काया को घमंड, काया गार से काचे, काया गार से काचे। ओ काया गार से जैसे होसरा मोती, झोंका पवन का लग जाए, झपका पवन का लग जाए, काया दूर हो जासी, काया मेरी दूर हो जासी। मत कर माया को अहंकार, मत कर काया को अभिमान, काया गान से काशी, काया गार से काया गार से काची, जैसे होसरा मोती, झोंका पवन का लग जाए, झपका पवन का लग जाए, काया दूर हो जासी, काया तेरी दूर हो जासी। ऐसा संत का महाराज, जिनका मुल्क में है राज, जिनकर झूलता हाथी, जिनकर झूलता हाथी। ऐसा संत का महाराज, जिनका मुल्क में है राज, जिनकर झूलता हाथी, जिनकर झूलता हाथी। ओ जिनकर झूलता जैसे होसरा मोती, झोंका पवन का लग जाए, झपका पवन का लग जाए, काया दूर हो जासी, काया तेरी दूर हो जासी। टूट गया सिमरतारो तेल, बिखर गया सब निज खेल, बुझ गए दिया की बाती,
बुझ गए दिया की बाती।
टूट गया सिमरतारो तेल, बिखर गया सब निज खेल, बुझ गए दिया की बाती,
बुझ गए दिया की बाती।
ओ बुझ गए दिया की बाती, जैसे हो सरा मोती, झोंका पवन का लग जाए, झपका पवन का लग जाए, काया धूल हो जासी,
काया तेरी धूल हो जासी।
झूठा माई तारो पाप झूठी, सकल परिवार झूठी, झूठता चाहती,
ज्योति घूटता चाहती।
झूठा माई तारो पाप झूठा, सकल परिवार झूठी, झूठता चाहती,
ज्योति घूटता चाहती।
ओ ज्योति घूटता चाहती, जैसे ओसरा मोती, झोंका पवन का लग जाए, झपका पवन का लग जाए, काया धूल हो जासी, काया तेरी धूल हो जासी। माया को अहंकार मत कर, काया को घमंड, काया कार से काचे,
काया गार से काची।
ओ काया गार से काचीर, जैसे हो सरा मोती, पवन का लग जाए, झपका लग जाए, काया धूल हो जासी,
काया तेरी धूल हो जासी।
लाल में ताल लाल तेरा क्या क्यों हमार, जिनको जन्म ले जासी,
जिनको जन्म ले जासी।
लाल में ताल लाल तेरा क्या क्या हमार,
जिनको
जन्म ले जासी,
जिनको जन्म ले जासी।
जिनको जन्म ले जासी, ओसरा मोती, झोंका पवन का लग जाए, झपका पवन का
लग जाए, काया
धूल हो जासी, काया तेरी धूल हो जासी। मत कर माया को अहंकार, मत कर काया
घमंड, काया गार से काची। काया गार से काची।
भूल जा भवानी हो नाथ, गुरु जी ने सिर पे धरिया हाथ, जिससे मुक्ति मिल जाती,
जिनसे मुक्ति मिल जासी।
भूल जा भवानी हो नाथ, गुरु जी ने सिर पे धरिया हाथ, जिनसे मुक्ति मिल जाती,
जिनसे मुक्ति मिल जासी।
ओ जिनसे मुक्ति मिल जाती, जैसे दूसरा मोती, झोंका पवन का लग जाए, झपका पवन का लग जाए, काया धूल हो जासी,
काया तेरी धूल हो जासी।
मत कर माया को अहंकार, मत कर काया को घमंड, काया गार से काची,
काया
गार से काची, ओ काया गार से काची, जैसे ओसरा मोती, झोंका पवन का लग जाए, झपका पवन का लग जाए, काया धूल हो जासी, काया तेरी धूल हो जासी। मत कर माया को अहंकार मत कर, काया को घमंड काया कार से कार। सद्गुरु महाराज की जय।
हिरण्यवर्णां हरिणीं सुवर्णां रजतस्रजां चन्द्रां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो मावः तामाव अजातवेदो लक्ष्मीमनवगामिनीं यस्यां हिरण्यं विन्देयं कामस्वं पुरुषानहम् अश्वपूर्वामृतमध्यामस्तिनादप्रबोधिनीं श्रियं देवीर्मुपह्वये शीर्मार्देवीर्जुषतां कांसोऽस्मितां हिरण्यप्राकाराम् आर्ध्वां ज्वलन्तीं तृप्तां तर्पयन्तीं पद्मे स्थितां पद्मवर्णां तामिहोपक्वये श्रियं चन्द्रां प्रभासां यशसा ज्वलन्तीं श्रियं लोके देवदुष्टमुदारां तां पद्मिनीं शरणमहं प्रपद्ये लक्ष्मीर्मे नश्यतां त्वां वृणे आदित्यवर्णे तपसोऽति जातो वनस्पतिस्तव वृक्षोत बिल्वः तस्य फलानि तपसानुदन्तो मायान्तरायाश्च बाह्या लक्ष्मीः उपेधुमां देवसकः कीर्तिश्च मनिनासः प्रादुर्भूतोऽस्मि रास्त्रेऽस्मिन् कीर्तिं हृदिं ददातु मे शुच्पिपासामलां ज्येष्ठाम् अलक्ष्मीं नाशयाम्यहम् अभूतिम् असंवृतं च सर्वान् निर्नुदमे ग्रहात् गन्धद्वारां धुराधर्षां नित्यपुष्टां करीषणीम् ईश्वरीहं सर्वभूतानां तामिहोपक्वये श्रियम् मनसः काममाकोटिं वाचा सत्तमसेमहे पशूनां रूपमनस्यामयि श्रीश्रयत्तां यशः कर्तमेण प्रजा भूता मयि सम्भवकर्तमा श्रियं वासय मे कुले मातरं पद्मामालिनीम् आपस्रजन्तो स्निग्धानि चिक्लीतावसमे गृहे निजदेवीं मातरं श्रियं वासय मे कुले आर्द्रां पुष्करणीं पुष्टिं सुवर्णां हेममालिनीं सूर्यां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो महावः आर्धां यः करणीं यष्टिं पिङ्गलां पद्ममालिनीं चन्द्रां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो महावः तामाव अजातवेदो लक्ष्मीमनवगामिनीं यस्यां हिरण्यं प्रबोधं गावदास्योऽस्वान् विन्देयं पुरुषाणहम् यस्सुचि प्रयथो भूत्वा जुहुयादाजं मन्वहम् सूक्तं पञ्चदशर्षंश्च श्रीकामा सततं जपेत् पद्मप्रिये पद्मिनी पद्महस्ते पद्मालये पद्माधलाय धाक्षी विश्वप्रिये विष्णुमनोनुकूले त्वत्पादपद्मं मयि सन्निधत्स्वा महादेव्यै च विद्महे विष्णुपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नो लक्ष्मी प्रचोदयात्। तच्चं योरावृणीमहे घातुं यज्ञाय घातुं यज्ञपतये दैवी स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जिगातु भेषजं सन्नो अस्तु द्विपदे सञ्चतुष्पदे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषः सहस्राक्षः सहस्रपात् स भूमिं विश्वतो वृत्वा अत्यतिष्ठद्दशाङ्गुलं पुरुष एवेदकं सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यम् उतामृतत्वात् शेषाणः यद्दनेनातिरोहति एतावानस्य महिमा अतो जायागंश्च पूरुषः पादस्य विश्वभूतानि त्रिपादस्यामृतं दिवि त्रिपादोर्ध्वा उदेत् पुरुषः पादस्येहाद्भवात् पुनः ततो विश्वं व्यक्रामत् शासनानः सने अभि तस्माद् विराजजायत विराजो अधिपुरुषः स जातो अत्यरिच्यत पश्चात् भूमिं मतो पुरः यत्पुरुषेणाहवीषा देवा यज्ञं मतन्वता वसन्तस्यासीजाग्यं ग्रीष्मायुत्मा शरत्तभिः सप्तास्यासन् परिदयः त्रिसप्तासमिदकृताः देवा यज्ञं तन्वाणः अबध्नन् पुरुषं वसुं तं यज्ञं भरिषे प्रोक्षन् पुरुषं जातमाकृताः तेन देवा यजन्ता साध्यारसयश्च ये तस्मात् यज्ञात् सर्वहुतः संवृतं प्रसज्जाग्यं पशुगं स्तं चक्रे वायव्यान् आरण्यान् ग्राम्यश्च ये तस्मात् यज्ञात् सर्वहुतः ऋत्सामाणि यज्ञिरे छन्दागंसि यज्ञिरे तस्मात् यजुस्तस्मादजायत तस्मादश्वा अजायन्त एके चोभयादतः गावोह यज्ञिरे तस्मात् जाता अजावयः यत्पुरुषं व्यददुः कथितवैकल्पयन् मुकुं किम् अस्य कौ बाहु का ओरोपाद उच्यते ब्राह्मणस्य मुखमासीत् बाहुराजन्यकृताः ओरोधदस्य यत्वैश्यः पद्भ्यागं शूद्र अजायत चन्द्रमा मनसो जातः चक्षुषूर्यो अजायत मुख इन्द्रश्च अग्निश्च प्राणाद्वायुरजायत नाभ्यागसीदन्तरिक्षं शेष्णौ द्यौ समवर्तत पद्भ्यां भूमिर्दिशस्त्रोत्रात् ततो लोकागमकल्पयन् वेदहमेदं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसस्तु भारे सर्वाणि रूपाणि विचित्य धीरः नामानि कृत्वाभिवदन्यदास्ते धाता पुरुषाजाद्भुजादहार शक्रप्रवित्वां परिसस्तरस्तः त्वमेवं विद्वानमृता इह भवति नान्यः पन्था अयनाय विद्यते यज्ञेन यज्ञं मयजन्त देवाः तानि धर्माणि प्रथमान्यासन् तेहनाकं महिमान सञ्चन्ते यत्र पूर्वे साध्य शान्ति देवाः अध्यासम्भूता पृथिव्यरसाश्च विश्वकर्मण समवर्धधादि तस्य तुष्टा विदधरूपमेति तत्पुरुषस्य विश्वमानजमाग्रे वेदहमेदं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसस्परष्ठात् त्वमेवं विद्वानमृता इह भवति नान्यः पन्था विद्यते यनाय प्रजापतिश्चरति गर्भे गन्तः अजायमानो बहुधा विजायते तस्य धीरा प्रजनन्ति योनिं मारीचीनां प्रजनन्ति वेदसः.
So when you go up to receive darshan, Guruji is going to hand you the haldi. So you please reach out your hand so that he can place the haldi in your hand, okay? So again, please, when you are going to receive darshan, please put out your hand so that Guruji can give you the haldi. Jai Gurudev. And family members, please come together. Family members, please come together.
तस्य देवा सन्वशे ह्रीश्च लक्ष्मी च पत्न्यो अहोरात्रिपार्श्वे नक्षत्राणि रूपम् अश्विनौ भ्यातम् इष्टं मनिषाण अमुं मनिषाण सर्वं मनिषाण तच्छम्योरावृणीमहे घातुं यज्ञाय घातुं यज्ञापतये देवी स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जगातु भेषजम् अस्तु द्विपदे सञ्चतुष्पदे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.
श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरिः